With the new RC Worlds trophy up for grabs, we journey to Sao Paulo, Brazil for the inaugural IFMAR 200mm Nitro Touring World Championship. Hosted by the Sao Paulo RC Club. With major event sponsors Serpent Motorsport, Kyosho, Mugen Seiki, and Byron Originals Aeromodely. The opening ceremony was a chance for all countries to strut their stuff, or even throw in a silly walk, all in the name of entertainment.
We are the champions!
World IFMAR President John Grant presided over the opening ceremony, thanked event organisers, and greeted the drivers and competitors.
On behalf of IFMAR, I extend sincere thanks to the Sao Paulo RC Club for its willingness to host the event, and thank the Brazilian Federation, FIBAC, for its support and assistance. Organisation of such an event is no small task and requires much dedication and attention to detail. But when all countries, teams join together for the opening ceremony, I am sure that all those who have assisted with the organisation will consider all their efforts to be worthwhile. This event will make history, as you will be competing in the first IFMAR World Championship for 1/10 200mm Nitro Touring car class. Brasil!
Then was Concourse, a chance for the artists to show off their hours of work.
In the name of Spark, São Paulo RC Club, we thank you all for the participation, for the cooperation, and wish good luck for everybody. Good luck!
Time to get familiar with the demanding circuit, the beautiful surroundings, and reunite with old friends.
Hello, hello!
World champion Adrian Bertin definitely one to watch this weekend. Due to either boredom or rain, a lot of time was spent taking photos and hanging out with the ladies. Recent hurricanes off the coast of Florida brought uncharacteristic rain to Brazil for this time of year. And boy, did it rain.
There comes a time, Mr. Spashhead, where you have to say something.
That is true. Very well, there's lots of puddles.
Lots of puddles?
Lots of puddles.
We asked David Spashhead about his choice between the belt drive and shaft drive cars.
Yeah, we tested both at the beginning of the week, and basically the engine performance in the belt drive was better than it was in the shaft drive. So because of that, we chose the belt drive, and also with the belt drive we've got more options for tuning the chassis, and just made it a little bit easier to drive. So it's more consistent in handling, and the top speed we get is more from the transmission as well.
And have you got any goodies Any factory options which are not available to anyone on the car?
No, I mean the rear diff oil is the kit, 30,000. Rear piston is the same kit. The front piston we've changed. It comes with a 1.2 hole, I believe, and we've changed it to 1mm. Still same kit oil. And then we changed the springs to run a silver rear and green front. We're running the solid front axles, which you can make if you take the differential and just put a pin in there instead of all the gears. So we're running nothing you can't buy at all. It's all production equipment made by Kyosho.
And what about the engine itself?
It's the new Evo 2 from Sirio, which again is in production, anybody can buy it. As a distributor in England, we sell it. So yeah, seriously, everything we're using at this World Championships you can go and buy and race.
So get a plug-in for your distributor? Who is?
Helga Distribution in England.
Okay. I believe you've got some good video
We
product?
do, we have some tit-tat from Australia, some videos and stuff. The Raywood stuff. We sell that as well.
Pretty colonial.
Yeah, it is. It is, but yeah, someone's got to do it. And unfortunately, this is our job to sell it.
Yeah.
So, no, it's good. It's good. Looking forward to seeing the new one.
Thanks, Dave.
You're welcome.
Back to qualifying, and everyone was trying to put in a good time. Tension was high for both drivers and mechanics. This is crunch time. Flavio Elias gives his father a few gentle words of advice. This place was demanding for both man and machine, and your tyres were rarely touching the ground. A true test for a world champion. Swarger sideways. Cyril goes over the barrier. Jerry and Josh get ready. Kenny's warming his car up. And Shimo makes some last-minute adjustments. Bertram Riss prepares Michael Salvin's car.
Christosolini, how's the car?
Getting better. That run just put me hit.
After 7.5 minutes.
Not bad.
What I want to know is, because this track has so many elevation changes, are you spending the usual amount of time on shock absorbers?
I have not been spending much time. I've been lucky. I got here and the team already had the suspension set up. So most of the time is just on learning the banks and how on and off the throttle. There's not as much throttle as a flat track.
I noticed that, and indeed most of these corners you turn up too fast. It's no man's land after that, isn't it?
Yeah, if you get on the throttle too early, it jumps around, you're in the grass, and you don't ever want to be in the grass. You know, so.
Uncle Roddy, have you got enough horsepower for these boys?
Oh yes, enough.
Too much here, isn't it? Too much.
Another heat ready themselves for their turn. The scrutineers are always at world events to ensure the cars meet the exact specification. The perfect tool for setting up your diff. a dial vernier torque wrench. Some pass the time playing cards, others fine-tuning the cars.
You must use a zero if you want to go straight, very, very fast. Okay?
Mark Pavides talks to Roddy Rome about the tuning of his motor in the Associated Tourer. Mr. Hirosaka was eating well. And wherever you find food, you find hungry Italians. Qualifying continues, with more drivers trying to put in their best times. Laurent holds Adrian Bertin's car in preparation for his heat. And another fast pack go out. 3 stories up, and you have a good view of the track. Excellent fuel stop. And that's why it's illegal to refuel over the track. Team Red keeping an eye on proceedings. Cyril quick as always, but still struggling with the setup. Swager's on it. Drescher too. Tough competition. Mistakes were being made.
Adrian, are you spending a lot of time on the suspension, or are you think learning the track is more important?
I think the first point is to have a perfect car. I mean, because everything has to be free and very well set. Because if the car is okay, then you can concentrate on the driving. But if the car is no good, you have no chance to also to learn the track. I mean, at the maximal speed. That's why I always focus on my car, working very hard to be sure to have 100% of the car. Then I can give 100% of the driving.
It is one of the best tracks I've ever seen. Do you agree?
The design is very nice, quite bumpy, but I think the layout and with the hill and so on is very interesting for the driving. From the start I was quite not really enthusiastic, but the first lap I did on the track was very interesting. I think I have a lot of fun to drive here.
It's great to watch the cars because they can flip very easily with the camber changes.
Yeah, it even increased the trouble because the curve is on the other way, not the good one. So we have now the touring car getting faster and faster. We have more and more traction, and with high center of gravity due to the body shell, it makes the thing interesting. And sometimes the car is flipping, you don't know why, but that's life. Is the same for everybody.
3 rounds of qualifying down, and it's Bertin, Tironi, Cyril, Shimo, Spachette, Tossolini, Fantini, Ito, Furukawa, Drescher. We wonder how many from here will go on to the A final. power on at the right time, and you could just about launch these things. The cars were working very hard. Lower finals on Friday morning, and it's pouring. The track is soaked. Those with experience prepared their cars for the wet racing ahead. Nice snorkel. Let's chat to Florida Winternat's dual class champion, Michael Swager.
But you didn't expect this much rain, did you?
No. I was expecting nice Brazilian sunshine and beautiful women.
Oh, there's plenty of beautiful women around, isn't there?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, I'm going to tell your girlfriend about last night.
Power here, power there, horsepower everywhere. But not really needed at the moment. Everyone was after tyres with grip. Interesting. That's another concept. Yeah, they might work. People were willing to try almost anything. Various tyres to test, pre-soaked first. Try warming the tyres and see if that works. No. Then there was this yellow car, this Serpent of Mark Green. With experience of the British wet, he was dialed 6 laps ahead. And he's even power sliding through corners. Mark retires, but with his lead, he is uncatchable.
Come in. Mark, come in. Yeah. You will still be first, but now. Okay. The radio is going.
Just like home, eh, mate?
No, it's nothing like home.
Nothing like home.
No, there's more grip in the wet at home.
Meanwhile, the race continues.
Not bad.
Anyway, we got through the lower finals. Saturday over Jundiaí, and we awake to the first blue sky peeking through the clouds. We get to the track, and it's a clear blue sky and high temperatures. And so the quarterfinals start the day.
para a terceira. Look at the inside. Teddy from Indonesia and Olivier from France. Zvaganava. And Teddy was the third position.
It was the last lap.
Good morning, Michael.
Good morning. Oh yeah, good morning.
Nice to see some sunshine for a change.
Yeah.
Maybe the car will work like it should now.
I don't know. We will see. Everything changes every day, so you never know.
You're supposed to be one of the best in the world, mate, so you got to put up with any circumstance and get ready for it.
Well, I'll tell it again. Maybe I believe in myself then. When we came last week Thursday, the track was a piece of shit. I mean, there was no traction at all, and it was so dirty. And then we tried to figure out what to do. And then next day, car felt okay. Another day even felt better. And then suddenly, after 4 days, traction was so high we all flipped over.
Yeah, that was amazing to see that.
Which we never had before, so we didn't know what to do anyway. And then we had rain, and then the track was not as before, and we were changing the track all the time. So we will see. I don't know.
It's better getting bored with an easy setup, isn't it?
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe not.
Maybe, I don't know.
Thanks, buddy.
Before the semis, the top 4 qualifiers get some private track time. Adrian Bertin with TQ, Francesco Tironi in second, Josh Cyril in third, and Takaki Shimu carrying the number 4. Checking to make sure those tyres are properly glued to the wheel.
I had to mess with you. I saw you sitting there.
And now, the B semi-final. Chris Tossolini darts out in front, hesitates, and causes a chain reaction. So our early leader is Ito, followed by Pavides and Green. The race starts to set into its groove. Big slide from Ito. Green goes up the inside of Pavides to take second, only to have it taken straight back. Green is all over the back of Pavides. Let's see the start again. There's action at the back, and even more action at the front, as Tossolini slams into the witch's hat. And it continues. Meanwhile, Ito's still leading. Pavides in second, Green in third, Drescher in fourth, and Swager in fifth. Tossolini clipping the apex.
E a nossa torcida é pelo brasileiro Flávio Elias. Acabou de ganhar uma posição. Carro amarelo da zona azul, Podium. Vai pra cima do carro número 7 do francês Kyosho.
And green takes the outside of Pavides, but no, Pavides takes it back again, and green takes it. What a battle. Oh, and green slides out. Ito still out in front, driving very smoothly.
Segundo e terceiro corte. Enquanto isso, o japonês vai abrindo meia reta.
That's almost a 3-meter climb from the bottom to the top straight. And sometimes the cars get absolutely sideways. Tosolini pits and misses his pit man. Ito comes in too, as does most of the field.
Agora a liderança está com o carro branco e azul correndo para o leste da reta. Marco Podium. O americano que vem para o box agora.
Drescher's in, and they need to restart his car. Tosolini sideways. Young Brazilian driver Flavio Elias putting in some great times out there today. With 7 minutes to go, Drescher slams into the barrier. The replay shows the car going a hard left and full throttle under the barrier. And it takes 2, 3 to get him out. Drescher goes back out. It looks like there is absolutely no steering on that car. He is returned to the pits.
Okay, 5.5 minutes to go. 5.5 minutes to go. Race leader, car number 8. Mark Green, second position. Car number 8. 86 laps. Second position, car number 1, Tosolini.
Tosolini now sits in second position. And Ahmad Shahzad throws it sideways. His car doesn't look too good. Refueling over pit lane, that's illegal. He will be pulled in for a stop and go penalty.
Column 10, you got to stop and go for better fueling. Column 10, you got to stop and go for better fueling.
And that has him out of third place and back into fourth. He won't be happy. Pavides spins.
Lift it up, lift it up. Okay, you can go.
Flavio comes in for his stop and go. After having started in the lowest final in the wet, Mark Green has clawed his way up to be sitting in an A final qualifying position. Magnificent performance. The first semi-final goes to Mark Green, with Chris Tossolini taking second and Ahmad Shahzad in third.
Good stuff, Marcus. Thank you very much.
Just before the A final, Michael Salvin finds a major problem with his car and is allowed 10 minutes grace to try and solve his problem. It was getting hotter as time went on. Salvin tests the car. And so, the A semi-final begins.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, leave the car.
They're cleanly through the first corner, but then car 9 gets tapped under the barrier. Again, 2 marshals to help him out. Back to the front, David Spachette has the lead. This is the battle for third. Furukawa, Baker and Colombini come together. David Spachette out in the lead, putting in good times. He's looking quick, the car is looking dialed. Baker's up into second now. Honing in on Spachette. Furukawa in third and Salvin in fourth. Let's see the replay of the start. Spachette gets a very nice start. Furukawa follows him. And it's fairly clean through the first corner until car 9 gets the tap. And he's stuck there.
Okay, after 2 minutes of racing, race leader, car number 1, David Spachette, followed by 7, 4, and 3. So it's car number 1, followed by 7, 4, 3, and 5.
Baker's still in second, Salvin up into third now, Furukawa into fourth. That's Teddy Sayach right on the back of this battle for third position. That's Baker still in second. 26 minutes to the finish, and it's Spachette and Baker in second, Salvin in third, Furukawa in fourth.
After 4 minutes of racing, race leader, car number 1, David Spachette, followed by car number 7, Barry Baker, car number 4, Michael Sullivan, car number 3, James Furukawa. So it's 1, 7, 4, 3.
Menos de 3 segundos.
Salvin runs wide going up the sweeper. Two minutes later, Spachette still has the lead. Salvin in second, and after the pit stops, it's Teddy Sayach in third position. He's looking fast. There's Teddy pushing every corner on Salvin. That's the battle for second position. Going down the back straight. On Teddy clips Salvin on the way past, but goes into second position. That's Colombini.
Followed by 4, 10, and 3.
1.5 minutes to the end. Sayach is again sitting on Salvin's tail. Salvin goes a bit wobbly through the first corner. Teddy trying to find a way to catch up to him.
Column race, you got 2 false parts open. Column race, you got 2 false parts behind you. In fact, you got 3 false parts behind you.
And Salvin slides out to put Teddy Sayach into second place. This will be his chance to be the first Indonesian ever to be in an A final.
Keep it wide, Dave. Keep it wide. Next one also. Column 8. Next one more 8. 5 to go. Okay. 5 to go. One more coming up down.
David Spachette takes the A semi. Teddy Sayach takes second. Michael Salvin third. And Ken Furukawa fourth. So they join Mark Green and Chris Tossolini to make up the 10 for the A.
All cars to technical inspection. All cars to technical inspection. The last final was faster than the first one down. If all the cars are okay, and if all
It's nice way.
great.
Teddy.
Yeah.
This is your first A final at the Worlds, isn't it?
Yeah, the first Indonesian A final.
How cool are you, eh?
Yeah.
How cool are you?
Yeah.
Fantastic. And your nerves?
Yep.
Nervous?
Yeah, a little bit.
Well, you're about to play with the best guys in the world, mate.
Yep.
Enjoy.
Yeah,
It's
I'm
fun.
enjoying it. Yes.
Ciao, buddy.
I'm enjoying the race.
Of
yes.
course. Good luck.
Okay.
Yeah, dude, it's lucky.
The crowd are ready, and the world's A finalists are introduced.
Driving a Kyosho, Chris Tossolini. Driving seven, Mark Green. Driving Kyosho, Ken Furukawa. On the seven from Germany, driving the seven, Michael Sullivan. From Indonesia, Elori Sayante. Driving together, ladies and Driving car number 4 from Japan, also from Kyosho, Takaki Shimo. Also driving Kyosho, Chris Stillwood. Number 2, Italy. Also driving Kyosho, Francesco Tirani. And car number 1 from Luxembourg, driving Kyosho, Mario Bertin.
The top 10 qualifiers line up for the press, then turn to the audience applause.
Escolha qual outro pelotão você vai torcer, veja a bolha que ele tem agora.
That familiar chant. It is Bertin, Tironi, Cyril, Shimo, Spachette, Sayach, Salvin, Furukawa, Green, and Tossolini.
4, 3, we're ready to march.
Everyone's looking clean, except for Tossolini, who gets clipped, and Sayach clips a corner. The order is Bertin, Tironi, Cyril, Shimo, Spachette, and Salvin. Bertin looking very fast in the early stages of this race, already building a nice lead over Tironi in second. Tironi goes wide up the sweeper. That's Cyril. And again Tironi's car runs wide up onto the front straight and into the first corner, has no steering, and he runs onto the grass and loses second position. Bertin still out in the lead, clocking very fast lap times. That's Shimo in third. Bichette and Salvin down onto the back straight.
Primeira posição, rasga reta da arquibancada. Adriano Bertin, segundo aí, Josh Simon dos Estados Unidos. A briga pela terceira está muito boa.
Cyril in second now, and he's pushing for Bertin. Cyril's car looks dialed. Bichette runs over the apex, and both fly off the ground up the hill. Salvin taps Bichette.
After 3 years of racing, the race leader is car number 1, Adrian Bertin. Followed by car number 3, 4 and 7. So it's 1, 3, 4 and 7.
E aquela manobra arriscada do Michael Salvin para cima do Special custou a perder que ele já cumpriu. Não chegou a perder volta.
Tossolini's pushing now, right behind David Bichette. These two always seem to be nose to tail at World Championship events.
E agora vai começar a neura aqui no box.
Bertin and Cyril both clip the wall coming into the pits. And Cyril's out before Bertin. That means Cyril goes into the lead. Mark Green into the pits. And that's Salvin. His car stalls as he comes into the pits. His mechanics attempt to restart the car, and he's back out there. Mark Green pulls over for the leaders. Nicely done. Our leader is still Cyril, with Bertin in second. Shimo in third, and Tossolini in fourth now.
E os dois vão colocar uma volta no TED, hein?
8 minutes down, and our two leaders lap Teddy.
Olha só, Davi Bertin e Josh Simon. Começou a começar o Adriano Bertin. Entram na reta quase juntos, praticamente nenhuma diferença.
And Bertin is closing the gap.
Entra na reta oposta.
Can Cyril hold him off?
Acompanha a reta agora. Josh Simon dos Estados Unidos. Número 3 na liderança. Praticamente brigando todos os
Italy, car number 3, followed by 1, 4, 10 and 5. So we have car number 3 in first position, followed by 1, 4 and 10.
Race order is Josh Cyril, Adrian Bertin, Takaki Shimo, Chris Tossolini and David Bichette. Tossolini comes very close to touching the back of Shimo. He comes in for a pit stop. Tossolini running all over the track a little bit here. Cyril's in. Nice clean pit stop. Teddy doing very well here in this, his first day final. And the crowd watch eagerly as the battle rages. Cyril still with the lead. Bertin close on his heels. Bertin runs a little bit wide. Bertin right on the back of Cyril now. Looking for a way past to come down to the first corner. Coming up to the traffic. Mark Green lets them pass. That's Tironi they're coming up on now. Cyril and Bertin. Salvin runs off, still having problems.
After 12.5 minutes, the race leader is car number 3, Jeffrey Rule, followed by car number 1, car number 10, car number 4, and car number 5. So it's 20, 1, 10, 4, and 5.
Still not much in it between these two. Tossolini now up into third position. Shimo in fourth, Spachet still in fifth. But Cyril and Bertin out in the lead and dominating this race. Bertin now though, looks like he's looking for a way past. All over the back of Cyril. Down onto the back straight, and there's nothing in it. And that allows Bertin to close up a bit more. Better line out the first corner, and he takes him. Bertin takes back the lead. Magnificent driving there. But now Bertin pulls into the pits. Bichette in. And that's Cyril in. Who will have the lead as he comes out? And it's Bertin. Up through the sweeper, Cyril goes sideways and loses a bit of time, which allows Bertin to pull out a little bit more. And that's Teddy Sayach with more problems.
After 70 minutes of racing, in the lead, car 1, followed by 3, 10 and 4.
We're 17 minutes in now.
Car 1, 54 laps. Then car 3, just over 54.
Teddy Sayach stalls going into the infield and is carried back to the pits.
So the race order is 1, 3, 10 and 4.
Bertin and Shimo both go sideways. Shimo coming out a little worse. Bertin still leading. Cyril in second. Shimo in third.
Pela sétima posição, eles fizeram problema, foi aí na reta, olha que jogador, como é que ele salva da Alemanha, o Francesco Corona, da Itália.
Bertin still in the lead. Cyril in second. Shimo in third and Tossolini in fourth. Adrian Bertin comes in for another fuel stop. It's another quick one. His mechanic's very fast. That's Cyril coming in as well. Our leader now is Chris Tossolini. There's Bichette. Cyril hot on the heels of Bertin. But slides out on the right-left, coming down to the back straight. Bertin pulls away a little bit more. As Bertin clips the apex, Cyril closes the gap again. And that's Bichette clipping the apex too. tyres are starting to wear. It's Bertin, Cyril, and Tossolini, all very close. Tossolini comes in for a pit stop now. That's Josh Cyril. Looks like he's run out of fuel coming up the sweeper. Just makes it to the pits. And we have the first tyre change. It's Cyril. All 4 tyres will be replaced and he will rejoin the race. Jerry working hard to get him out quickly there.
After 26 minutes, car number 1 is the race leader, followed by car number 10, 5, 4, and 8. So in the lead, Adrian Bertin. Car number 1, followed by Christoph Lady, car number 10, and David Smith, car number 5.
So with 34 minutes remaining, Bertin leads, Tossolini second, David Spichette third, Shimo in 4, and Furukawa in 5th.
Primeira posição, carro número 1. Segunda, carro verde número 10, de Chris.
Of our 5 front runners, none have changed tyres yet. Josh Cyril just changed, he's back in the pack a bit, but after these tyre changes, who knows what the positions will be. Tossolini still sitting back in second, looking quite fast, hoping to track down Adrian Bertin in the lead. Here's Adrian coming through the S's. And down onto the back straight. The tyres don't seem to be a problem for him. Most of the cars look fairly settled on the track at the moment. Tossolini comes in and goes back out. Tossolini in second. Halfway through the race now. Still a long way to go. We'll probably see tyre stops by the other drivers any minute. And Chris Tossolini slides out coming up the sweeper. His tyres are looking worn. See that again. Comes up, loses the back end a little. And totally loses it.
After 31 minutes, the race leader is car number 10, Christoph Lady, followed by car number 4, Takaki Shimo, car number 1, Adrian Bertin, car number 3,
The race order is Tossolini, Shimo, Bertin, and Furukawa. And that's Bichette with a big flip in the infield. Positions now, Tossolini in the lead, Shimo in second, Adrian Bertin in third position, and Furukawa in fourth. Race order, Shimo, Tossolini, Bertin, Cyril now in fourth position, and Furukawa in fifth. Ronnie's car not looking healthy at all. There's our race leader, Takaki Shimu. And Salvin pulls up on the back straight. His car's dead. Another flame out, it looks like. Tironi not looking healthy either. One year ago in Cincinnati for the 1/8 scale on-road World Championships, Takaki Shimo accredited himself well with a third place podium finish. Maybe today is his day for the podium again. Shimo did not make a tyre change, and so has an advantage over the other drivers. Will this pay off, or can they catch him? That's Cyril's car getting taken back to the pits. And it seems he and Bichette both suffered the same fate, the pressure line coming off. Jerry works hard to get that car back out there. Our race leader now is Chris Tossolini, ahead of Takaki Shimu in second. And Tossolini comes into the pits, which allows Shimo past him and into the lead. This is a close battle. Cyril's back out there now. Whoa. There's Bertin and Furukawa right behind him. Shimo out in the lead. Tossolini in second place. Our top 4 positions at the moment, all Kyosho cars. Those Serio motors seem to have the punch to get them round there. "20 minutes to go, Shimo still leads. So Shimo out there in the lead. Remember, he hasn't changed tyres. Everybody else now on fresh tyres. That's Furukawa running off there. And Tossolini all over the place. Comes down the back straight. Comes into the pits. It's time for his tyre change. That's Mark Green sliding out. Takaki Shimu, our race leader, still yet to change tyres. That's his advantage. The temperature and humidity have risen dramatically over the day, and now the oppressive heat making it very hard for the drivers to concentrate. And Adrian Bertin is in second place, and he's hunting down Shimo now. And Tossolini's still close in third. And that's Green pulling past Tossolini there, but it's not for race position. And Shimo slides out going into the sweeper, and that lets Adrian Bertin come right up on the back end of Takaki Shimo. And he passes him down the short straight in the centre. Adrian Bertin retakes the lead. Nice shot. Just about everybody on the same line. And there's our race leader, Adrian Bertin, still looking very quick. And that's Salvin pulling up yet again. The car's just flamed out. Tossolini still in third and pulling back a little bit. And there's Cyril, back out on the track and pulling positions after trouble with the rear belt. Our race leader, Adrian Bertin, comes into the pits and is out very efficiently. 12 minutes to go. Teddy comes into the pits, and his car needs restarting as well as refueling. Green flips over the grass on the infield. Salvin and Teddy come out of the pits, and Salvin's flamed out again. And that's Furukawa having a moment at the top of the hill as well. 4.5 minutes to go. Bertin still leads Shimo, Tossolini and Furukawa. Tironi comes up the hill and into the pits. Tossolini comes out ahead of Tironi, and that's Teddy, stalled at the end of the straight in the barrier. Four minutes to the finish. There's Bertin, just counting down the time now. Salvin slips sideways on the bottom corner. And so does Tossolini. Bertin Spachette. In and out. Still sitting in fifth. Bertin still leads Shimo, Tossolini. Tossolini coming up to lap Spachette. All through the day, the audience were packed shoulder to shoulder, and the stands filled to capacity. The audience obviously excited by the spectacle. With only 2 minutes to go in this, the 60-minute World Championship final, our positions remain the same. Bertin in the lead, Shimo in second, Tossolini in third. There's Teddy Sayach letting some cars through with Salvin. And there's our man of the moment, Adrian Bertin, still dominating this race. There's Tossolini. He's a lap down. And Adrian Bertin's just cruising now. He's got this one in the bag. This will be Chris Tossolini's second World Championship podium finish ever, if he can bring it home in third. And it looks like Adrian Bertin will take this one home. Salvin spins again. And there's 15 seconds to the finish. Means Adrian Bertin is going to have to come round and do one more lap. Comes around through the first corner and pushes the back end out in jubilation. Now he's just got to bring it back round to the line to become the first IFMAR 200mm Nitro Touring World Champion. The cars are taken to scrutineering and the congratulations begin.
Congratulations to Adrian Bertin. 6 points.
Shimo accepts his trophy. And our world champion, Adrian Bertin. He poses for the press. And Tossolini and Shimo join him. Absolute domination by Kyosho. 1, 2, 3. In this A final, there were 8 Kyoshos and only 2 Serpents. Five weeks into his honeymoon, and Adrian Bertin has won the trophy, and certainly won his wife's heart.
Okay, stop, okay. Stop and go. Don't make
The Brazilians ran a very professional event in every aspect, and the competitors certainly won't forget the friendships they made here in Sao Paulo. Another 2 years will pass before the IFMAR 200mm Nitro Touring World Championship will be contested for a second time somewhere in Asia. See you there, racers.